to do Biden. Now we done lost a damn vote. We done lost a vote. That's gonna go to Trump. God damn.
I'm worshiping these people like they're fucking God.
Ain't nobody worshiping them. But God damn it, Chris, we need somebody in there with motherfucking sense.
Guys, I saw an incredible article here written by a woman, Yvonne Sam. And she speaks on something that I've seen, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen. Now, I don't know how it is in other communities, but in the Black community, guys, mothers pretty much ruin their daughters before they even get started. And let me explain how. It's not the way that you're thinking. I'm not saying they're not feeding. I'm not saying they're not providing. I'm not saying they're not loving. But have you noticed that over 50% of women in our community are single? That's a big difference than other communities. And I was reading this article trying to figure out why. I do a lot of research, and she broke it down. And like I say, man, I love when people are transparent. This Black woman is pretty much explaining something that's very important. It says, it remains a silent issue, this issue about Black mothers sabotaging Black women's relationships. It remains a silent issue because within the Black community, Black mothers are held to such a high regard that if anyone speaks out about the mistreatment or abuse, they will be the ones to get harped on. It is known in the Black community how mothers destroy their daughters. And I agree. I 100% agree. I've seen this. I've definitely seen this, man. I'm not going to say I got all the answers, but if you look here, man, Black women are definitely suppressed. I see Black women sometimes, I'll see them, they'll be excited to have a boyfriend, high school, college, and the mom will be automatically, negative. Why? Who is this boy? What are you doing going over his house? If the boy is a bum, they'll be like, oh, he's a bum. If the boy has his stuff together, they'll be like, still finding something wrong with him. To be honest, a lot of times the fact that they can control the bum, they'll co-sign for the bum before they co-sign their daughter getting with a strong man. Because a strong man's not going to put up with him.
Say, I told you to do Biden. Now we done lost a damn vote. We done lost a vote. That's gonna go to Trump. God damn.
The Black community shields and protects mothers and grandmothers and turns a blind eye to the way daughters and granddaughters are treated. Yet they excuse the behavior of sons and grandsons, no matter how trifling they are. And that's true, man. A Black mom's not gonna be mad at who the son dates or who the son gets with. But it's very weird, man. It comes from three things. One, we're looking at it, most of these women they're talking about is going to be single mothers because, 80% of Black households are raised in a non-traditional setting, aka single moms, aka blended families, blase. Okay, we all know that. Now, breaking this down, there are three reasons that I've come to while talking to women and also trying to understand on my own this phenomenon. One, Black mothers don't know how to exist without their children. Black single mothers. Okay? A lot of times, from what I'm hearing, is they try to, and I think she talks in this article, They try to keep an emotional chain to the daughter. They want to keep a psychologically short leash on the Black daughter. And as you see where my cursor is right here, it explains it. They want to control somebody. I mean, they want to control something. If you notice single Black moms, they usually have a dog. They usually have pets. They usually keep all their children are stunted. Usually their children are at home taking care of them. So they kind of replace having a man with keeping all their children around. Guys, that's unhealthy. Okay, that's unhealthy. Children should be able to graduate school, graduate college, and leave and chase their dreams and start their families freely. You are affecting at least 2 to 3 generations after you if you stunt the growth of your daughter or your son. Will your daughter make mistakes with men? Yes. Yes, she will, because you did. If you're a single mom, you made mistakes with men. But the thing is, if you sabotage every relationship she's going to be in, right? If you manipulate her to basically think and agree with everything you say, then she'll never have a marriage. She'll never get married. If you keep your daughter on an emotional and psychological short leash, and then you use that to manipulate her life to where she doesn't trust men, she looks down on men, or she doesn't value men, guys, how is she going to get married? So the short leash that Black mothers keep their daughters on is the number one way they sabotage. This isn't by design. The Black mom thinks she's doing what's right. Just like you have a dog and you keep him on a leash to keep him from running wild. She thinks she's stopping her daughter from running wild, but really she's making her daughter run wild, because the solid years between 20 to 30 is your highest chance of getting married. Your daughter needs to get out there, man. Get out there and meet people, right? And when you find somebody you like the white girls you see in college who get married after their sophomore year, when you see somebody you like, you should come home and your mother should be 100% in support of this person, because they should trust your judgment. And the only way it'll work if she supports. If you bring a guy home and the mother's like, oh my gosh, you're such a 304, or what is this? I don't like this man. He's not there to please you. He's there to please your daughter. So mothers, this is deep. Mothers don't listen. They're selfish, okay? They're selfish, okay? And I'm glad I'm not the only one to see this. The number 2 reason that they sabotage their daughters is because, sadly to say, a lot of mothers are jealous of their daughters, okay? A lot of mothers have relationships that failed, husbands that left them, and they're sitting there and they're watching their daughter in her prime, 19, 20, 21, 22, get all this attention from men, all this attention from future husbands. And a lot of times in the community, mothers will look at it like, why does she deserve that? I've been raising her. I've been taking care of her. She deserves to be happy and I don't. So mothers will purposely down talk the man, down talk the relationship to try and destroy it. Now, are they doing this subconsciously, or are they consciously knowing they're destroying a relationship? It depends. It's a case by case basis. But I see a lot of church women, that have completely failed, 3-4 baby mamas, 3-4 baby daddies. And what they'll do is, since they failed, they'll try to push that failure mindset onto their daughters. So when a daughter finds somebody that's good for them, they'll put all these bad thoughts in the daughter's head, and they know that whatever they say, the daughter believes because you're her mother, and they'll destroy the relationship. So guys, this is a crazy phenomenon, man. I mean, The third reason that they do it, obviously, just control. You ever like you think about single mother, you get with a woman and the single mother will try the girl you're trying to get with mother will try to control your relationship through the daughter, try to tell the daughter what to do. It's just a disaster. They'll try to control your relationship. Your best bet is to move far away. Guys, the only way you can defeat the toxic mother-in-law is one thing. You got to strike early and fast. You got to make her realize that you're not going to put up with her mess. And the best way you do that, the best way you can do that is take your family, get your girl, and move far away from this woman. Okay? And if you can't move far away, then never let her disrespect you. Never let her disrespect you. Because if you allow it once, it's going to keep happening over and over and over and over. Do not play her game. Okay? The evil mother-in-law will try to actually control you and your girl's relationship. She'll try to be the captain of the ship. Every time y'all get in an argument, if your girl go back and tell her, she'll be trying to put her input in. She'll try to down talk you. Guys, it's going to be war anyway. All right? She's never going to like you anyway. You need to strike early and fast. And if you have to, let her know to her face, hey, I'm with your daughter. I ain't with you. I could give two F's about you. Too many of y'all too weak to do that. Too many of y'all too weak to do that. Y'all pedestalize these single moms and these black mothers. Like, bruh, do you want a successful marriage or not? Do you want everybody to like you? Or do you want to win? Because sometimes you got to play dirty to win. And how you play dirty is let that mother-in-law know her place. And her place is not the head of your marriage. You as the man should be the head of your marriage. All right? So don't let her try any of her schemes. Right? She try to come over unannounced. You let her know what you need. She try to tell you what you need to be doing in your marriage. You need to check her right then and there. Man up, man. Because I'm just telling you, you about to be for a bumpy ride anyway. Play it soft if you want to. I've seen it. I've had people call in and tell me, my mother-in-law is sabotaged and she's putting crazy things in my wife's head. If you don't man up and check her and let her know, it ain't happening here, right? And keep your kids away from her, man. I'm just being honest. The crazy mother-in-law, keep your kids away from her, guys. You'll be like, yo, I want my kids to eat healthy. She'll be feeding them junk food behind your back, but all to manipulate, all to make the kids like her. Obviously, the junk food and stuff isn't good for the kid if you set that rule in your house. But she'll do things behind your back to try to, I would say, play like she's the good cop. You know what I mean? So you got to watch. Women are great manipulators. And the only way you can win is don't play the game. Don't play the game. Let your girl know on the first time that you meet or about to meet this in-law, it ain't going to go down the single mom way. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm the head, not the tail. All right? I ain't going to have your mom talking junk. I ain't going to have your mom spitting that powerful black women talk. Why are you fixing him a plate? Why are you doing this? Why he got you doing that? Because you need to tell your mama that's my husband. And if your girl can't do that, if she can't stand up to her mom, then guess what? She need to choose between you or her mom, because guess what? It'll never work with her mom involved. You and the mom will be both fighting to be the man in the house. So I'm just saying, hey, y'all, this is something men do not talk about, guys. You gotta watch them mother-in-laws, man. They are a cancer to your marriage and your life. And luckily, I learned this from the older men that I have in my life. I learned this from my mentors. I never had to go through it. And I'll never go through it. Because one thing about me, I don't pedestalize no woman. All right? To me, women are just humans. And if a girl, mother-in-law is 0-4, 3 baby daddies, 2 baby daddies, I don't care what it is. If your life ain't squeaky clean, then don't come trying to tell me about my marriage to your daughter. Period. Because what we gonna do is what we gonna do, and if we make a mistake, we made a mistake. Simple as that. We don't need input from somebody that is losing in life, okay? Or losing in relationships. So y'all stop letting these women who have lost in relationships try to guide yours. This is Coach Prunty Podcast, and I'm out. Peace.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.